You're on your way home from a long week of work, and suddenly, in one split second, your life is completely altered. You've been hit by a drunk driver and you are suffering life-threatening injuries, all due to the careless actions of someone else being intoxicated while driving. Do you feel that you deserve this? People and families are affected every day by drunk drivers, and my plea to you is, don't take someone else's life just because you made a decision to drink and drive. We are going to look into the effects of drinking and driving and the effects that it has on the driver, the victim, and the solutions to eliminating this issue. Let's begin with looking at how drinking and driving affects the drunk driver. The drunk driver may experience the thrill of the buzz temporarily. However, there are very life-altering consequences to be faced by the intoxicated driver. According to the Alcohol Rehab Guide, the laws define drinking while driving as driving under the influence, also known as a DUI. This is a crime that could result in jail time and possible bond fees. As if jail time and bonds would not be bad enough, the driver must also realize that health issues trail behind the act of drinking alcohol. Some problems include the decline of heart failure and liver function. Not only do individuals face criminal charges and health issues related to drinking, but that driver also must be responsible for understanding that they risk their own life and someone else's while driving intoxicated. Although the driver may appear to have some hard situation to face, let's discuss the effects that the drunk driver can have on the victim. Victims and their families endure much tribulation and heartache depending on the amount of damage created. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, about 40,000 people died in traffic crashes in 2017 in the United States. An estimated 10,874 people were killed in drunk driving crashes involving a driver with an illegal BAC, which is less or higher than 0.08. Victims involved in crashes related to drunk driving are at risk for life-threatening injuries or even death, and families often are left with the loss of a loved one due to the careless acts of driving while intoxicated. Research showed that hardcore drunk drivers continue to wreak havoc on our nation's road, accounting for 70% of drunk driving fatalities. To relate to you on a more personal level, my mom became a victim to a drunk driver. She was hit on the driver's side by a young 16-year-old girl who was highly intoxicated. She was thrown out of her car and had to be airlifted to UAB. During her flight, the medics lost her heartbeat. Fortunately, the medics got her heart back while she was on the airplane and back into recovery. She had 2 broken legs, a broken knee and ankle, a fractured sternum, and a caved-in skull. Over 200 stitches were placed just in her face alone. She had a long recovery ahead of her. To this day, she's had many facial reconstructive surgeries and back surgeries. She lives with a constant reminder of this event due to the aches, pains, and scars from this tragic event. Don't become one of those stories. So what can we do to eliminate the consequences and incidents related to drunk driving? There are many available options to resort to besides driving while intoxicated. One simple method to avoiding this issue is to not drink. However, if you do decide to drink, make certain arrangements to have a designated driver or stay off the roads. There are many services that will transport you. For example, call an Uber. This action is simply known as being responsible. There are also rehabilitation programs nationwide with availability and willingness to help you overcome this issue. This solution could be the next step in reducing drinking and driving. Lastly, one easy solution to avoiding any accidents or injuries is to call a friend. We all know someone who we can count on. This circumstance reflects a responsible move in calling a friend to take you to your next destination. As we have noticed, drinking and driving can severely alter a person or many persons' lives. Responsibility is key to helping eliminate the action of drinking and driving and the harmful consequences associated with intoxication. If I can get one thing across to you all, it is this. You can save a minimum of 1 life by just deciding to stay off the roads. Driving while intoxicated harms both the driver and the victim, so it is vital that we make this issue aware to the community. Don't drink and drive, you won't regret it.